All right, problem number 11 from the Chapter 8 review is asking us to divide by synthetic or the box method, aka using an area model, to divide the polynomials 3x to the third plus 13x squared plus 7x minus 15 divided by quantity of x plus 3. Well, I'm going to do it both ways, just that way in case anybody did it one way or the other, you can check your answer. So the first one I will end up doing here is I will just go and do the area model. Okay, so I'm going to do the area model here. So what we're looking at here, remember, first of all, we got to look at the first terms. We have an x to the third and an x, right? So x to the third divided by an x is going to give us an x squared. So we need to have 3 columns because of that. We need to have one for the x squared, the x, and then the constant. And then because of this is a binomial, we're going to need 2 rows. So we're setting it up here. There's our 2 rows, and then we just need 3 columns. All right, and then we'll put in our divisor over here. This would be the x plus 3. And then I write out my dividend down here. So we have 3x to the third plus 13x squared plus 7x minus 15. And then if you've forgotten how to do this, hopefully not, but right, we're going to take it. Let me zoom in a little bit here so it's a little bigger and you can follow along. Right, we're going to take our first term here, right, and it goes in that upper corner. So we're going to put in there, this is going to be 3x to the third. And then we ask ourselves, we have x on this side. What are we going to have to multiply that by to get 3x to the third? Well, that should be a 3x squared. And then, if this length here is also 3x squared and this is 3, that means we have a total of 9x squareds right here. Now the total number of, x squareds we need is 13 of them. So we are missing 4. So we're going to have to add in 4 here. So we have 4x squared there. The factors of 4x squared are x and 4x. That's a positive 4x. 4x times 3 is going to give us a positive 12x. Now, here, if we've got a positive 7x and we have 12 up here in our box, that means we're going to need to have a negative 5x here in order for that to add up to 7x. Okay, and then our last factor here, x times negative 5 is where that negative 5x comes from. And when I do negative 5 times 3, I'll get negative 15 down here. And remember, if this matches this, then there is no remainder. So our answer for this one here, when we're doing the division, is going to end up being 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. That is the quotient. Okay, so that was the area model. If we want to do our synthetic division, I'll do that one also, just in case you chose to do that. So remember, synthetic division here, we're going to use the root, right? We're going to use that root value here. And so I'm going to put a negative 3 up in this box. And because this is in that form of, x minus r there, right? We don't have to worry about that a value, so we don't have to do any factoring here. So we're going to take our coefficients of our dividend here. So we're going to put a 3, a 13, a 7, and a negative 15. Remember the first step, bring down, put our 3 down here, multiply, that'd be negative 9. We add these together to get 4. We multiply, 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Add those together, we get negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 3 is positive 15. And then we add those, we should end up with 0. And then remember, this is just looking at our degrees. This is our constant term, a degree of 1 and degree of 2. So again, we get 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. If you have additional questions about polynomial division, please reach out, let me know. Hopefully we're doing all right. Thanks for watching.